I am coming to you live from my house, off of vacation, back to my nice lighting and my nice camera and my microphone. Woo! So I'm gonna start with a song, you guys. If you are jumping on live with me, post live down below. If you jump on the replay, put replay down below. And tonight the question is, how do you celebrate your wins? And if you have a win, like, post it down in the comments, celebrate with me. I had a really fun and good day today, so celebrate your wins with me, and I will share my wins in a minute. So that being said, it's time to celebrate good times. Come on. It's a celebration. Celebrate good times. Come on. Gonna celebrate. It's a celebration. There's a party going on right here. A celebration to last throughout the year. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We're gonna celebrate this party with you. Celebration. Come on and celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. We're gonna celebrate and have a good time. So, woo! Riley, yes, you made it for the song, my brother. What is up? Oh, I love it. I love it. Riley, share a win. Put a win down there. Let me know what went good for you today. Hey, Miles. Hey, Hong. What's up? You guys, if you had any wins today, drop them down in the comments below. I'm having a pretty good day. I'm celebrating my wins. I'm going to try and stick with the comments. My mouse gets wonky on my laptop sometimes. Live, 2 great calls with partners today. More clarity on what I am doing for clients and how we work together. That is what I'm talking about, Yasha. Amazing. Let's go. Let's freaking go. So, I am in such a good mood. I'm going to start out with some wins. Why not? Start out with some wins, right? So let's start out with last year. Last year, I had some of the darkest storms in my life. I was actually talking to one of my new clients that's starting with me this month. And one of the things that happened is recently they had like a bunch of stuff come up against them. And this is exactly like what happened to me over this last year. Like, all of a sudden it seemed like, my 12-year-old had huge health issues. All of a sudden my 2-year-old had to get like 7 caps on his teeth out of nowhere. He had to have surgery, dental surgery at 2. It was crazy. And then we had like other stuff going on with us, like financially, and just like physical health was kind of deteriorating. It was crazy. But one of the things that I've learned is that when you start having like all of these attacks, like it just feels like everything's happening all at once, the darkest storms always come before the brightest rainbows. And so I was telling one of my new clients that today. And so that being said, celebrating wins, right? I decided, and I'm going to talk a little bit about investing and where I invested, but I decided to invest in myself this year. And so in the month of May, I made more in my own business working for myself than I made in an entire year working for a network marketing company. And in the month of June, I more than tripled what I made in May. And so far in the month of July, things are looking pretty good. And it's because I've begun to realize my value. I've begun to give that value to other people. And I mean, these are just really, really amazing wins. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the different types of investments, where you're spending your money, why I am winning, because I am choosing to spend my money wisely. And so that being said, let's look. Yeah, teeth caps at 2. Yeah, oh, poor baby. Like silver mouth for Christmas. It was fun. So let's look over here. If you had a win and you just jumped on, drop your wins down below. I want to know what your wins are. What are your wins for today? So 4-minute call, $300 profit. Let's go, Chad. Let's go, Chad. That's amazing. I know you've been doing amazing stuff. I do have to know, is that for your video marketing stuff? Is that what you're talking about? I have to know. Okay, so let's see. Did we get another win? That's right. That's right. He says he got his butt out of a slump, and it's been a bit of a stressful day in the middle of renovating. So look forward. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I don't use all those words in mixed company, which this is technically mixed company, but I feel you, man. I totally feel you. Okay. So yeah, no. So one of the things I think Riley, I don't know if you were on that that live video a few weeks back, but I actually shared about like what to do on a hard day and what to do when you're having a down day and stuff like that. Number one thing is jump on a live where everyone is celebrating their wins and everyone has super high energy. Like that's the best thing to do. But but no, like there are so many really cool things that you can do to pull yourself back out of that. And the great thing about it is that if you have like a really crappy day, tomorrow is a brand new freaking day and you can make that day whatever you freaking want it to be. Right? So I completely feel you. Mindset call that helps you transform limiting beliefs. That's what I'm talking about. Get past those limiting beliefs. Get past those blocks. Move forward. I love it. Love it. Yeah, I'll tag you, Riley. I'll tag you in that video. So that being said, Riley, give me your most recent win. Jump back to one of your most recent wins where you just felt like super pumped and you knew you were on top of the world and nothing could stop you. Remind everybody what one of those wins is. Drop that down in the comments. So the different types of investing, and this is kind of a controversial topic because guess what, guys? Like 2, 3, 4 years ago, I went through a Dave Ramsey program. In fact, I'm gonna pull this off my shelf. Like I love Dave Ramsey, cool guy, right? But at the same time, let me get this off my shelf. I'm just gonna like toss this out the window. Just kidding, that would break my window. But we went through Financial Peace University and it was all about paying off debt. But you know, the one thing it didn't focus on in paying off debt was how to make more money. It talked about, you know, selling your stuff in your house and doing like garage sales. And I mean, it talked about like scrape and buy. And I mean, it was just, you know, after going through what I've been through and where I am now, it was such a poverty mindset on how to pay off your debt. And since I've changed my mindset this year around how I invest and how I spend my money, I've exponentially increased my ability to pay off my debt. And so, and just so you know, like I have debt and I use my debt very wisely. Like we purchased a house and we utilize debt in a wise way to do that. You know, we have like, I think like around a 3% interest rate or something on our mortgage. And so, I mean, we did it in a very wise way. But that being said, debt can be utilized to invest into things that are really, really good for you. So I'm going to talk about the different types of ways that you could spend money that would be good. But if you guys have any questions, like not just about money stuff, I'm just going to talk about this for a minute because just in case, like I posted up, you know, does anyone have questions tonight? And nobody really posted questions. So I came up with a topic to talk about just in case nobody else had questions. I do have 2 questions from last week, which I will address here in a minute. But if you guys have questions and you want to drop them down below, let me know. If you are just tuning in, put your freaking win in the comment. Let me know what your wins are. Share. We are celebrating. It's a good day. Okay. So I just want to tell real quick where I have invested. So this year alone, since February, because I decided to do it around my birthday. My birthday is in February 23rd. And for my birthday, I purchased I actually used a grant. So that wasn't debt and it wasn't me just spending money. I qualified for a grant and I purchased into a collegiate certification program. And then at the same time, I also joined a video marketing course. so that I could learn video marketing, which I figure that's an asset that I can use in the future for anything. Chad knows about this because Chad and I, we know, we got this going on. Fist bump, man. So I also, at the same time that I invested in those other two things, like within a week or two, I invested in all of this at the same time. I also invested into a business development program or course. And that one was the one that just has been the catalyst and changed my life. And since investing in that one, I have invested in more. So I invested in a branding designer, as you will see if you look at my my new photo that I just uploaded onto my profile. I also have some more stuff I'm going to be dropping over the next few days on my profile. I'm so excited about. And I invested into an author coach so I could start writing a book. My author coach, if you guys want to know my branding designer, if you guys want to know my author coach, let me know and I will hook you up. They are amazing people. I also invested into a new car because your environment is important. Because when I was getting into my old car all the time before I got my new car, which was last month, I guess, was it the end of May? When I was getting into my old car all the time, it was dirty. Like the carpets were stained. The dashboard part was peeling off. So even though the car ran really great, I mean, it was a pretty good car. There were just all these little things about it that every time I got in, I felt kind of worthless. I felt like I wasn't worthy of a new car. I felt like I didn't deserve it. I felt like, well, this runs, so I should be grateful. And honestly, guys, that mindset sucks because it makes you feel bad. You start surrounding yourself with trash and garbage all the time. You don't feel good. And the only way you can elevate somebody else, the only way you can elevate yourself is to put yourself into a new situation, into a new environment to expose somebody. Like if somebody is down and depressed, you don't bring them around other depressed people. You put them around people who are winning, people who are happy in life, people who are joyful and excited. You don't put them around more depressed people because it's like the blind leading the blind. If a blind person is leading another blind person, they're going to fall into a hole somewhere. So whenever you want to elevate yourself and elevate your perspective and change your life, you have to put yourself into a better environment. Talking about the financial side of things, I pulled up, I can't believe this was still, oh, whatever, the box is coming open. I can't believe this was still on my shelf, guys, because I don't believe in this anymore. I don't use this system. I follow a completely different system. The system that I'm following is by people who are doing more than $1 million a month. That's the financial system that I'm learning right now. That's the financial system that I'm following. People who are constantly increasing in their life and in their business. There's some really great scriptures that I love where it talks about, you sow seed and whatever seed you sow, that's what's going to grow. But it talks about knowing people by their fruit. So when you start choosing your mentors, when you start choosing the people that you want to work with, the people that you're going to have maybe help you with your business, the people who are going to help you with your Facebook group, the people who are going to help you with your branding design or writing a book, or somebody who's going to help you with your financials, or somebody who's going to be your coach or your mentor. You will know them by the fruit that they are producing in their own life. You will know them by the fruit that they are producing in other people's lives. And if you don't see them producing fruit in their own life and you don't see them producing fruit in other people's lives, it's probably not the right person to hire. So that being said, hey, I don't see any more wins. Somebody say something exciting. I think Riley posted up a minute ago. I told him to focus on something that was really, really good that happened recently. Right before vacation, I booked 6 calls. I felt like a leader. People were asking me questions and respecting my time, and it was the best feeling ever as a brand new young business owner. I was generating conversations, convos, and another win, started switching up content that he posts and more people engaging and interacting. That's right, because you are a freaking leader, Riley. You're amazing. Riley is awesome. So that being said, jumping back over into those investing spots. Okay, so one of the places that people like to spend their money is on temporary pleasures. So that's going to be like games, movies, ice cream. Ice cream's not a food that you really need. It just tastes really good. Sometimes it's fun, but it's just one of those temporary pleasures. It's not going to serve you down the road. It serves you now. So temporary pleasures is one place that people spend money. Another place is necessities like food, shelter, clothing, the things that you absolutely have to have. Like for some people, it's the internet bill. For some people, like here in America, first world problems, you got Netflix. So there's all different kinds of like necessities. You got to have your electricity, you got to have your running water, different things like that. Then you have consumable or depreciating products. So when I think of consumable products, I think of something that's like a one and done, or something that you buy it and it depreciates over time. So it's not really an asset because you can't resell it for a profit. So those kind of products or they could be maybe not even products. Maybe you buy a service from somebody and it's a consumable product, but it doesn't give you anything into the future. It's just something for right now. So maybe you buy something that's entertaining, like a ticket to go to a concert or something like that. That's consumable. You use it once and then it's done. And so that, like a concert ticket or anything like that, those are short-lived experiences. Going on vacation, it's a short-lived experience. And so what you're paying for in those moments is you're paying for that experience. You're paying for that moving forward. And so those are temporary pleasures. And in some cases, it's good to have that. But if that's all you're paying for all the time, like games and movies, Netflix, I don't know, video games. Who plays video games? I don't know if I have a lot of people on my timeline who play video games. I know my son does. Somebody help him. But those are just temporary pleasures. And when you go lay down on your bed at night and you are sitting there and you are in your own mind, whether you're married or not, and you're laying down on your bed, you are alone in your own thoughts. Nobody is there with you. You're there all by yourself. And those temporary pleasures aren't going to help you when you're laying in bed. And so the other area that I want to talk about is investing into your future self. And so whether you do this with debt or you do this with money that you made or whatever, you're doing a long-term investment into your future self. And so you have those temporary pleasures, those short-lived experiences, or you have where you're paying for your experiences in the future. So I wrote down, you can make a micro investment. And if you are making micro investments every single day, just little micro things, small things every single day. Like maybe it's like Riley does a lot of stuff with working out and helping people with that. So, maybe the micro investments that his people make are they're working out every day. So he helps people with, he helps business owners. So people who actually train others, he helps trainers. So in that industry though, in the fitness industry, a micro investment would be your small workout that you do every single day. Or if it's your off day, maybe it's the stretching you do or going for a walk or whatever. But those are micro investments, and those micro investments that you make give you the macro experience in the future. And so, the same thing, if it's dietary and you eat healthy and you're eating a little bit of healthy food every single day, that gives you a healthy experience in the future, that macro experience in the future. So you make those micro investments every single day. So that's what we do with our finances too, guys, is we make a micro investment. Like the investment that I made, if I told you guys what that was and you're not at the level that I'm at right now, you're going to be like, dang, Cierra, that's a lot of money. But in my future, that is such a micro investment compared to where I'm going, because I'm investing that micro investment so that I can have that macro experience in the future. And that's what we're talking about. When you invest into yourself, into your education, maybe you invest into your environment so that your environment's better. Maybe you're investing into your family's lifestyle so that your family's lifestyle is better, so that you guys enjoy your company more, so that you guys enjoy your days more. There's certain micro investments that you can make that are going to make your macro experiences in the future better. Love it, Yasha. Love that you're putting that in the comments. Don't diss on your ice cream, dude. So if you freeze a banana and you put a banana in the blender frozen and just add a little bit of milk, it tastes like ice cream. I promise you. You can add protein powder to it. So good. Could save your life. Okay, cool. I have another win from Rory Silva. He says, one of my coaching students landed their first client yesterday for $2,000 a month and landed a second client today for $1,000. That is amazing. I love, love, love client wins. Those are some of my favorites. Love it. Love it. Let's see. What else do we have down here? Had your biggest sale ever today, Philip? Let's go. It's your biggest sale today, but in your macro future, in your macro experience in the future, this is small potatoes. This is your new normal. And I don't even want to call it new normal. It's your normal. This is normal for you. Normal. Absolutely normal. I love it, Philip. We just froze oranges. Great for smoothies. Sounds delicious. So does anyone have any questions? I have 2 questions that I'm going to answer that people brought up. So if anyone has any questions, drop them down below. And if you haven't posted up your wins, post up your freaking wins. Let's go. We're celebrating. I opened up my branding package today, which was super exciting. And then I also got a new client started today, which was amazing. I'm so excited to take her brand or their brand, because it's her and her team, and turn it into a freaking awesome movement. And let's jump over to the questions. We have Ella Black. She asked how to attract more people to the group. So there's several different schools of thought for this. And one of the easiest ways is to run ads, and lots and lots and lots of people do that. I have never personally had to utilize that, because I'm of the philosophy that if you build something amazing that the community that's there already loves, they will invite people. And if you create an environment for inviting, they will invite people. I actually wrote this down. So there's 2 different types of automation that you can do. So the first type of automation is by having chatbots, is by having the different automated posting schedules that go up with content. Those are all, that's one type of automation, is where you're actually using like mechanical, electronic devices or software or whatever. The other type is your community. And if you create a highly engaged, vibrant community, your community will do the content posting for you. You won't have to post all the time. You won't even have to be in there all the time. You will come in there and you are the leader, but you won't have to, because your community is so charged. Your community is so highly engaged that they love to show up and they love to do that for you. So those are the 2 different types of automation. And when it comes to attracting people to the group, build a group that people want to be in, so that the people who come want to stay. Because if you build a group that people who join actually want to stay, you're going to have higher sales. You're going to have people who are the 3rd type of buyers who wait until the very last minute to buy, or who have to stick around for a while and watch. They're going to stick around. They're going to stay because they love it so much, and they're going to eventually buy. That's what we're going for, right? So Sam Gray had an interesting question, and I call it interesting because I didn't quite understand it. So I'm going to read it and we're just going to run with it. Why not, right? So he said, where do you look for yourself when you're trying to expose the truth to your group? So somebody type down in the comments what you think that means. Like, rephrase that question for me. We'll play a fun game. Rephrase Sam Gray's question for me. The second part of his question says, where does the most value come from? And so, honestly, the most value comes from the community. There's an old saying, it says it takes a village to raise a child. And the thing is like, if your brand were your child, it were your baby, or your movement, like, a lot of people who have dreams about children or babies or being pregnant, that's usually because pregnancy is symbolic of the vision. And so if you have a vision for something, that's usually why women will have pregnant dreams or something like that. It's not because they're pregnant necessarily. Sometimes they might be, but that's just coincidental. It's because they have a vision for something. And if they dream about labor, it's because they're trying to birth whatever vision that they have. And so the best thing that you can do is create a community. And that's where the most value comes from. I actually did a post recently. If you guys want to be tagged in the post, let me know. But not too long ago, I did a post where I addressed the 6 basic human needs that people want in a group. This is what makes a valuable community, and I posted that up recently. So, like, how do you show up in the group to lead it? So there's several different schools of thought with that, but I actually. One of my favorite teachers in leadership, if you just want to learn leadership, is John Maxwell. I really like his stuff, but I also have read Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink, and I've also read parts of Leaders Eat Last. Like Simon Sinek, really cool guy. Love his talks, but when he wrote his book, oh my gosh, he just talks and talks and talks. Eventually I'll sit down and read it all, but I like to just devour stuff. I love John Maxwell's books. His most recent stuff, the book is almost entirely quotable. Like every single thing he says in that is quotable. So, where do you look for yourself? Yeah. Like, how do you show up in the group to lead it? Okay. So if nobody has any other questions, then we'll call it good and I'll hop off for the night. Look, it's not even 9:00 yet, guys. I didn't even go live until 9:00 last week. And don't go back and watch that live video. If you go back and watch that live video after I said that, I don't know what's wrong with you. But yeah, no, if nobody else has any questions, we will call it good for the night. If you watch this on the replay, make sure you put replay down in the comments below so that I know that you were here. And if you have any questions for next time, drop them down in the comments below. And if there's a certain topic that you'd like to hear more about or a certain subject you'd like to know about, let me know so that I can get that for you. Like I'll find quotes, I'll read books, I will look at stuff and bring it. I like to bring the knowledge and the engagement and all of that. So if nobody else has any questions, we will call it good. Should we go out on a song just like the way we started? Oh, look, it dropped down to 4 people as soon as I said I was gonna. Yeah, I totally tagged him in the post, man. Thank you, Yasha, for tagging him. So we'll go out on a song. Ready? Because if you haven't posted your wins, you post your wins, but all we do is win, 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 no matter what. Money on the mind, and we always have enough. Every time we walk up in the building, everybody's hands go up, and they stay there, and they say, yeah, up, down, up, down, up, down. All I do is win, win, win. If you're going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there. Oh, look, somebody else jumped on. We are just finishing, man. We are going out with a song because today we celebrated wins. People put their wins down in the comments below. It was amazing. If you guys want to be boosted, go back and watch this on the replay. Sing, rap, read, Dr. Seuss. Okay. I'm going to look that up. And I'm gonna consider that for next time. We'll see what happens. If you want me to rap, put rap down in the comments below. All right, you guys have a good night. Have a blessed week. Be prosperous in everything that you do. Invest wisely and win. And keep winning. And build on top of those wins and put those wins into your morning routine every single day and remind yourself what an awesome and amazing thing that you did and job that you did and thing that you overcame. You overcame an obstacle. You made it through to the other side. Remind yourself. Remember, the darkest storm is always followed by the brightest rainbow.